breakthrough or an aha moment, I want you to say, cha-ching. Because really, this is where our money comes. This is our residual income. Cha-ching matters. So, the great thing about mentorship is you get to choose who you want to work with and who you really want to take time out with. Your first priority is to the people that you personally bring in. I dropped the ball with this. I have personally sponsored 107 people. And the way our back office is written, the numbers are kind of funny and it made me feel all good until I started recognizing some people and I realized of those 107 people, only 47 of them are still here. So less than half were gone because I was trying to mentor the masses instead of picking and choosing who I knew my runners were, who my walkers were, and who my crawlers were. And because I didn't respectfully put them all in their category, I expected everyone to be runners. I lost my crawlers and walkers along the way. What makes your person excited? When you bring someone into this business, you have told her, you're my girl. I'm going to help you be successful. You're my wise sister. Show her what this sisterhood is all about. We tell each other, that we encourage each other and get everyone in the right direction. But how many of us are soccer moms and getting dinner ready, doing bath time, working full time, taking care of husbands, trying to go to church, volunteering to help friends, going to baby showers, and never get a thank you? She is looking to you to pull something out of her that she doesn't even see in herself. When we mentor, it's not about what she sees, it's about everything within you that you see in her. Most of us come into this business in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and we're trying to establish retirement or whatever our why may be. And for 40 years, she's told herself, I can't, I won't. Her circumstances have invested into her. Her community has said things to her. Everything that you could possibly think of that was negative, she's heard it. And now she's coming to you, and you have to deprogram everything that she's heard for 25 years on why she's not worth it. That is what this business is about. What is your why? Find that out. Why did you even join me? What made you join? And I have heard time and time again, I joined you because you're always happy. I wanted what you had. I only had $100 to my name, and my lights are going to get cut off. But you obviously have something that I'm missing. That is what we stand for. So when they tell me that, what gets you excited? What would your life look like if it could look like anything you want? Allow her to paint that picture. And then write that down. So when you talk to her again, you can be able to be reinforced in her what she's already told you. She's told you what her dream is. You're just reminding her of that along the way. What does success look like to them? It looks different for all of us. Tracy just said it. Some of us want to be able to afford $50 a month for a mani-pedi. Some of us want to build empires. A couple of us want to leave a legacy. It's whatever it is that you want, and don't discredit someone else's dream because yours may be bigger than theirs. Get to know her as a person. What are the big why questions? Because how many of us come into this, we're going to run, we got all these amazing ideas, and we don't even know where to start. Or the dream may be way bigger than we thought that it was, and we're not willing to quite sacrifice as much as it's going to take to get there quicker. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We have to pick and choose where we want that time to go wisely. So how much time do you have to work this business? If she only has 2 hours a week, she's not going black fast, and that's okay. And you have to help her understand that as her sponsor. You got 2 hours a week. This is what the roadmap is going to be. It may take you about 1.5 years to get there, and that's all right, girl. The point is, you're going to start what you finished. We are trained to quit. Everything around us encourages us to quit. We grow the seeds that are mentally in our mind. I heard a quote yesterday that said, whatever you believe is what you put out there. Whatever's in her is what she wants to validate every day. When you wake up and you start your day and you say it's going to be a bad day, everything throughout the day, even if everything good happens, you're going to find the bad that happened. So when she's stuck, she's not telling you that she's stuck. She's telling you, I can't overcome my own self to get past this. When you ask open-ended questions, she has to answer you. So when she tells you, I'm stuck, ask her, what have you tried? I'm famous for saying, when they say, oh, I don't know how to talk to people, I'll say, blitz me. I make them blitz me, and I go back and forth, and I act just like a customer would. And I'm sure they're awkward, but I'll say, hey, Tori, what's this mascara thing you've been posting about? And they just freeze. Usually it's like it's a long pause in between. But that's how I know what you say to people when I'm acting like a regular customer. So ask those open-ended questions. How? What? When? Where? What do you need more of? What is stopping you? What's possible? When will you be able to make this happen? When she tells you she wants green, ask her by when. Put a deadline on it. And make her write it down. Take a selfie holding that dream. Send me that, because when it's written down, it becomes a goal. If it's not written down, it's just a dream. We all have an opinion. We all want to tell them what they should be doing, and we can all fix everything. But your way may not be her way. I built my business exactly how Kira has. I have not personally ever messaged anyone asking them to join my business. They all came to me. But I have another girl that's under me that has 260 personals that messages people every day. Her way is not my way. And that's okay. And I validate that, and I encourage her in doing that. So remember to keep your opinion off the table. Keep this strictly about business. And don't prejudge her. Meet her where she is. Give her the tools that she needs for where she is at that moment in her life. And just love her anyway. Coaching is not telling them what to do. She brings you the ideas. You help validate those ideas, and you keep her encouraged to go do those ideas. That's all we do. Who should I work with? How long do I work with them? What should I be doing with them? They tell you in that why where they fall in those categories. When you ask her why and she tells you she just wants $50 a month, she's telling you, I want blue. That's not what that equals out to. That's a little bit over $50. Or, I want to make $6,000 a month so I can be able to retire my husband. She's telling you I need to be at least purple and map that out for her. This is the hours that it takes. This is what you need to do. Here's an estimate of how many parties you need to be hosting. Here's an estimate of how many people you should be sponsoring. And really work with the ones that want to be willing to work with you. You can't lead the cart pulling from behind. She has to be willing to go with you. The engaged presenters. Who's always commenting? Who's always liking? Who's volunteering? Who's on every conference call? Who's on the webinar? Who's showing up at these events? Who are coming to meetings? Who's begging for meetings in their area? Who's always messaging you, asking you for help? Even if their back office is zero, she's telling you, I want this. New presenters, they're our babies. Derek taught us at Unified when I went that 82% of women join this business for the recognition and not the money. And because of that, most quit within their first 72 hours of starting their business. Make sure she understands that this takes time. Yes, we get paid to take selfies. Yes, we get paid to post on Facebook, but it's not quite that easy. And she needs to know this is work. And of course, we're going to have those complainers. Don't we just love them? What's wrong with the mascara now? Why isn't this working? I've messaged 20 people and none of them answered me. I told you this little mascara business wasn't going to work for me. You don't need that negativity in your life. You are probably the most positive thing in that person's life. So when I get messages like that, I just do the Henry Ford quote. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Done with that conversation. Individual coaching. That's more like your runners, the ones that really want this, but you want to make sure that this stays on task. So after you're asking her the up-to-date, how's family, what's going on at work, how can I better serve you, stick to the topic. Don't give her information overload. This conversation should not be an hour long. Coaching calls are put fast and implemented. What are you struggling with? Here's what I suggest you're doing. What have you already tried? Let's try to tweak this. Let's come back together in 3 days and see how this works for you. Give her 1, 2, maybe 3 tasks to try. But anything over that, she's in information overload. She's just not going to do anything. Get her the materials prior to the call. Already be prepared. So that way you're not scrabbling around trying to find stuff. Now she's all complaining about what's going on and you just ran into an hour-long call. Be in control of the call. And it's okay to tell her, set a timer. I got about 30 minutes before I got to go get the kids from school. Let's crank this out, girlfriend. They're not offended by that. Have that right mind frame. I always open with a compliment. I go look at their back office, see what they did last month, go check out their page, see if they maybe had a death in the family. That could have been why she was struggling last month. Something could have happened with the kids, could have been a car wreck, anything happens, life happens. So I go to update myself to see what's been going on in her real world prior to the call. So that way when I'm doing my updates with her, I can say, well, don't be so hard on yourself. I noticed last month you said you worked about 80 hours a week. That's why your business kind of slacked a little bit. What can we put into your weekday where you can put about 30 minutes a day into your business? It doesn't have to be 6 hours of her working on your business. It's about creating a little bit of time to do a lot of work in that time. Quite a few presenters spend all day on Facebook, posting on Facebook, and praying and hoping that someone takes a bite. That is not working your business. And so many don't know that. So that is your job as her coach to educate. Just because you post a picture doesn't mean that that's working your business. You shouldn't be sitting there for 6 hours waiting for someone to answer that 2 or 3 posts that you put up. You gotta do something. And then no distractions. Clear background, silence. 3-minute exercise. Goes back to that, give her 1 or 2 things to do. Have her blitz you back. Have her do what she would normally do. If she says that she wants to do a virtual party, have her do a quick idea jot down of what those videos are that she's going to do for that virtual party. Who are 3 people that she's going to reach out to as soon as you get off the call to book a party. Write down what you want her to accomplish. You should have a goal for her. You have a goal for her because you need to be able to pull something out of her that she doesn't currently see. And that goal should be a stepping stone for her ultimate big why that she's going for. So what actions does she need to take? When is the deadline that she needs to do it? And go ahead and schedule your next session, whether that's messaging or phone call. And it doesn't always have to be on the phone. Checking in can be during text messaging, whatever works for you and your team. Second session, follow up. What happened? What was the result? How can we tweak this to make it better? Don't throw out 3 new things to her. She needs to get used to doing the first 3 things that you've given her consistently. And just keep enhancing the first 3 things that you gave her. What have you done since the last time me and you talked? This is going to be very clear about how much time you should invest into her. If she hasn't done anything from the first session, you know that you're wasting your time. And the way you would go about responding to that is, well, maybe you had a bad week last week. That's okay. You still try to do those 3 tasks and get back with me when you're finished. Let's check back in Friday. If there's anything you haven't accomplished, what held you back? Are you acting like a yellow or are you acting like a black? What success habits have you put in place? Are you doing your 30 minutes of personal development every day? Are you actively adding 5 new people a day to your network? What does working your business look like to you? Begin to look at life from her point of view. What aha moments have you had since the last time we talked? What were some things that you realized that you could have enhanced or could do better for this upcoming weeks? What challenges did you face? Maybe the kids going to bed at 8 o'clock just wasn't a good idea. Maybe we should move it to 8:30. Maybe dinner needs to be at 5:30 instead of 7. Maybe homework should be done as soon as we get home from school instead of waiting 2 or 3 hours of chill time. This is her business and it's put into her perspective. What were some things that went wrong and how can we address it now before next week starts? What are some things that you would like to explore? And how can I better serve you as your leader? Always go back to that gratitude, because we're all trying to work to get something. We forget where we came from. So make sure you're reinforcing that. What is something that you're grateful for today? You know something I'm grateful for? I'm grateful for you. You're still here. You're still trying to work your business. Group coaching is huge, huge. Make sure that when we're doing it, it has to have a deadline to it. What is the purpose of this group coaching? Why are we doing it? What is group coaching? You take your runners and you put them all in a group together and you help them go along the way. What is the purpose of you doing it? Are they trying to get green? Are you trying to get them purple? What are we doing? What's the purpose of the group? Make sure that they're very clear on what's expected to be in the group. Allow them to interact with each other to know, hey, this is so-and-so, she's my recruit. We're so excited to have all you guys together. Let them all know that they're on the same accord, that they're all running for the same goal, so they can begin to get to know each other. Who's local to each other? How many kids do you have? Allow all those type of postings, be inspirational, motivational, and make sure that they're interacting with each other. They need to be able to connect and grow, because then they're going to feel like they don't really know each other, and it could kind of turn into a competition thing. Who can get there first? So if you make sure that you are setting across the board, we're watching, we love each other, here's what we're going for, that'll change the entire tone of the group coaching. Set your schedule. What specific questions do you have? What day of the week are you going to host these conference calls or webinars, or what you decide to do? Allow it to stay focused. We hear tons and tons of ideas every day on Periscope, and people are posting on their page, and we get all type of things. Keep a running list going of ideas that you have that you want to work your business, but stay focused on what you're already started. We want to finish what we start. Don't get sidetracked because someone else is doing something different. Know your purpose and your goal and keep towards it. These are things for you to evaluate after your individual's calls. And just, I personally like freeconferencecall.com. It's a free learn that they give you. You can record the session, send her back the replay of it, and she can listen to it over and over again so she knows what's expected of her. And you want to boost her up. Remember, life is going on around her. Those kids are crazy, her job is crazy, church is crazy, everything around her is crazy. Remind her, you're beautiful, you're worth it. You had 500 PRS last month. If you did that last month, you can do it again this month. You can do anything you put your mind to. You got to start planting those seeds back in her, because the rest of her life is not going to do that for her. And then always asking, how can you improve yourself? How can I better serve you? Always make sure you get that question out there and make her feel like she's being heard, and then kind of show her what you've changed. So maybe she said you talk too fast. So the next time you guys talk, you can ask her, did I slow down a little bit for you today? Were you able to catch on a little bit faster today? And she's like, wow, she really does love me. She took time out to ask me how I feel. So about in June, I had a white sister that lost a daughter. And I posted inside my Facebook group, asking the white sisters to pray for her. So a group coaching thing that I'm doing now, each individual on my team, I'm having them start group messages with women on their team, so I can get a little bit more plugged in on what's happening. So she started the group message, and my person started the group message, and the lady that lost her daughter put in there, I'm not sure if this is the proper channel to put this, but I kind of feel like this white sister thing is a joke. Not one of you have reached out to me since my daughter had passed away. And then the next time I heard from you was when you sent an email through Team Talk telling me to get my 125 in because I was going inactive. That's the importance of being in the know of what's going on with your team. How can you better serve them? Yes, we want to be wide, but you also don't want to leave people in the dust. That is where acknowledging them and letting them know that they're going in the right direction. Because, of course, after she said that, I go look in my back office, and sure enough, prior to her daughter passing away, she was rocking it out. She had a lifetime PRS of $6,000. How did I miss that? Look for the opportunities to acknowledge them. Notice you got over your fear today, girl, and you posted that video. I know how hard that was for you. Let's cheer her on, you guys. Oh my goodness, you finally took a selfie. I know that that was hard. And you look cute too. You should take more selfies. You did a vendor event by yourself? Holy moly. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on rankings. What is it can you do to meet hers wherever she is? It's not about selling or growing, because sadly, but not sad, that most of these women join nothing to do with selling, nothing to do with sponsoring. And if you can build her up as a woman, that empowers her to do the selling and sponsoring. But she has to be confident in herself enough to know that she can do this. So teaching her how to set up a party and what to pose and what to say and what to do for selling and sponsoring is not going to change the beliefs that she has in her. And if she's broken, she's not going to do anything that you give her to do. Make sure you're always genuine. And she can tell if you like her or not. They can feel that energy through messaging. I have a very trying recruit. She came from a referral, so me and her didn't have a relationship prior to. And she told me yesterday, I really feel like you're ready to stepchild. But we literally have nothing in common, like two totally different ends of the spectrum. So I asked her, how can I better serve you? What is it that you need me to do for you? And she was floored. Because I'm not going to argue with you in messaging. This is my bubble. I allow what comes in here. And how can I turn this negative to a positive? Tell me what you want from me. What do you want? And most women don't even know what they want. They want you to tell them what they want. So for you to ask her, they're like, oh, well, let me think about that and get back to you. That goes back to that being in the know. You're facing hard times in your life, and that's okay. I just wanted to let you know I'm here for you. Now, there's a difference between being here for you and being her counselor. Know where to draw that line at. Here for you is every once and again, life unhappily to get you back on course. But if this is becoming an every week repetitive thing that is outside of business things to doing, this is an unhealthy relationship, and you got to draw that line. I see you facing your fears over there. It wouldn't be a bad thing to start a post where you can say who did something today outside of their comfort zone and allow them to see each other overcoming their fears. That way they know they're not alone. Or you post something that is outside of your comfort zone and encourage them to do the same. Everyone is a champion in their own right. And it is your job to show her that light. I believe you, and I believe in you, and I know you can do this. And you guys hear me say it all the time, especially if you message me. The first thing that I'll fly out when we're done, you can do anything you put your mind to. You are amazing. And people compliment me and tell me how so inspirational I am. And if you message me, you know I flip it right back on you. You are the amazing one. Because I want them to know while they're trying to uplift and validate me, I appreciate you. You are their leader. You're like the goal to them. I honor you. I say that all the time. I honor you. when you're coaching, you're listening more than you're giving. I'm gonna put you to a timeout. Discover and be curious, have the self-managing, trust in yourself and your gut, and lean in the direction that you know what you're doing, and give your confidence over to her. If you stand confident in what you're doing and how much you believe in her and what she's doing, that will take her so much further. Thank you very much.